come over?
Yeah.
Good morning and welcome to A-1 Vacuum and Sewing's live stream for Tuesday, September 24th. We are and remain about a week out on sewing machines. We had a very busy couple of days, I think, as people were like, oh my goodness, I gotta get it there now, when I announced that we were a week out, and I was concerned we were gonna fall behind, but we did not.
Good morning. Good morning to you.
So now is a good time to get here, and we are about at that time when I say, if you want your stuff serviced prior to the holidays, do it now. I don't know how to be more clear about that, especially given how caught up we actually are.
It's a good time to bring their vacuums in too.
Vacuums have been remarkably steady.
Yeah.
They have been remarkably steady.
Let me make sure this is all set. I'm just putting up a couple deals of the day. Your man spread.
There is no man spread going on here.
It's your chair spread then. Thank you. So, I feel short too. There we go. So I wanted to I'm putting up a couple products right now. I just want to make sure they're set and ready to go. So, we have, this makes my numbers so much easier if I just do that. I have a couple things that I want to show you. You want to talk for a minute, Patrick? I'm just going to make sure it's bumped up to the top of the page.
Not much to talk about.
I think Patrick and I think we did it.
I'm not declaring victory over the nonsense that's been going over this in the story yet.
Nonsense.
I know how this works, because then we're like, yay, we're on top of it, and then Jeannie's like, no, we're going back in today.
He's heard a lot of, I don't say no to Patrick often. You don't need to say anything.
That's not true.
I don't say no to him. Well, okay, when he wants to go on a mountain bike ride or go climbing or something, I don't say no often. He's been getting a big AO.
I don't do that much of it regardless in the grand scheme of things.
You don't, and that's why normally I don't say no.
I'm going today after work though.
But lately he's been getting a hard NO. Because we had to play catch up, but I think we're pretty good.
I'm not declaring victory.
Well,
yet.
we're waiting for some more brother stuff to come in. And so we're waiting for 5x7, 7x12s. Those were just such hot sellers. And I think a lot of you were like, what? There's not going to be another brother sale anytime soon?
That brother sale was like...
Not this year. We're not doing another brother sale this year.
That was ridiculous.
It was ridiculous. So, but we will do, which is going to be just as crushing for us, is we will do like a Christmas sale. But I think we should start that early.
No, that's we need October. Rocktober is coming, baby.
October, there's nothing. So no, it'll be November.
Rocktober is the time at which the weather is perfect to get after it, and Daddy needs some fun time.
Yeah, when he said something about it's the last day that I'll be able to get brown snow.
Brown snow? Brown pow?
Oh, brown pow?
Dirt, wet dirt?
Yes. I was like, oh my God. Like I didn't let him get any of it. So then he He went out. I think he got the last day he could of the brown.
It was already dusty.
I'm so sorry.
It is what it is.
So, anyways, I just put 2 things on the promotions page, and I think they should be up there, bumped up to the top. And I got these. And the reason I got these, I've had several people come in and ask me for them. They're like, do you have the Nifty Notion Heat Vanishing pens? They're the best ones ever. I can't attest to that. I haven't even used them yet. But I had several people come in looking for them, so I got them. A lot of times I hear about great product from you guys. So these are the Nifty Notions Heat Vanishing pens. They're up on the website right now. They're normally $15.99. They're up on the site for $13.50. So a little bit of a discount for you. So if you're looking for something for you, or maybe you're starting to do your holiday shopping, you can grab these right now. I think I only bought like 15 of them because I was like, let's just try it out. But I'll get more, and these are like in stock, and I can get them fairly easily. Heat Vanishing, and they come in.
Have you used them yet?
I told you I haven't even used them yet.
I wasn't listening.
It's kind of like the pinking shirts. Everyone's like, they're the best, and so I went and got them. But I imagine they're going to be amazing. And if you've never used a Heat Vanishing pen for your marking, they're like magic. So we have the friction ones. I've heard people call them friction. But I always tell people when you use them and you go to erase them, it's like a pen. You just write on your stuff, and then an iron makes them disappear. But I tell people use steam to like push it down into your layers. I do have something here that I marked with a Heat Vanishing pen, a friction one. And when it's really cold in the store, the marks will like come back to the surface. So, and it's like something up high, so I've never fixed it, but just steam it down into the layers. And, but this is, from what I've heard, the best. And I think that's a great price, $15.99 and a white one.
For 4 of them, 5
for
of them?
5 of them, right? So $3 each. And they're on sale right now. So Nifty Notions. So if you've never tried them before and you want to try them, do those pens work in the scan and cut?
I mean, your universal pen holder would work with them.
Look at Patrick answering the scan and cut questions.
Well, no, I mean, that's...
Is that what the thing does?
Well, it holds pens other than the pens that work, like, specifically for the scan and cut.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess try it out.
I don't know what, like, I mean, part of me is like, I mean, maybe I don't totally understand the idea behind Heat Vanishing pens, but like,
what do you mean?
Marking lines and stuff like that, like, I imagine your use for the scan and cut would be more specific than that, but yeah, I don't see why you couldn't use them in there.
Yeah, put it in. So, is there a supply list for the Luminaire class on Thursday? I don't see a Luminaire class for Thursday.
It's Friday.
I was getting there.
She said that too.
Oh, got it. It's attached to your invitation. So there's a supply list. It's attached to your invitation. Michelle will send out a reminder email as well, and it'll be there. And then if you want, send me an email, and I'll just send it to you. I'll send it to you. Ooh, my battery's running low. The other thing is, let's talk about what's going on this week. Number 1, get to know Art Spira. That is going to be happening at 10:30. It's I can't wait for Michelle to do that class because I'm ready. I'm ready to learn about Art Spira. So tonight when I get home, I'm gonna put on my headphones and I'm gonna take the class because I have been remiss. Patrick's approving my use of big words. I have not learned about Art Spira, and I think at this point you need to because there's so much there. So if you have it, you need to take a look at it. There's such a
massive investment in Art Spira.
Art Spira, sorry, it's Art Spear. Like you're gonna spear it because you should. You're going to conquer it. You're going to spear that art spira, and you're going to learn what it's all about. I did go on to, what's that thing called? The thing where you can transfer designs.
Design database transfer.
I did go on there. I loaded it to my computer. Sweet. What was that?
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, so I went on there. It allows you to categorize. It allows you to view. It's a free app. And I put it onto my computer. I mean, just for you to be able to view your designs, there's a lot of you that aren't able to. And so,
and it creates thumbnails too.
You see the thumbnail, so you see your designs, because a lot of you are like, what's SP185? Because that'll be the name of the design, and now you can actually view it on your computer. And then I got so far as to link it to my Luminaire, and then that was it. I couldn't.
Can we talk about USBs really fast?
Yeah, we can talk about USBs. I feel
like we've seen it, like not a ton, but I don't know why over the last couple weeks we've had a couple like USB issues. One was somebody brought us a machine and she's like, my USBs don't work, and like the machine will like derp out and like restart. We couldn't duplicate the problem. So then she brought us her USB, and she was using it was like a 64 gig USB.
It was 132.
It was a 64 gig USB.
I'm talking about somebody else.
And it had 30 gigs. It had 29 gigs of information on it. And so the reason that I am bringing this up is, I don't know, on the new machines, like given the fact that like some of these like updates are so massive, I think the new machines will accommodate higher gig USBs, but understand there are a couple of factors with USBs in your machines, and this is across all platforms. I'm talking specifically regarding Brother right now, but you'll find that Brother has by a long shot the fastest processors and the greatest amount of memory in their machines. But so it's even more important if you're on the other platforms, FOV, Viking, or Bernina. But you need to use like 16 gigs is fine.
That's my sweet spot.
8 gigs is probably better. And the challenge right now is finding the smaller devices. But like if you're on the older machines, like some of you out there on the Quattros,
my
Violissimo,
Elegante, I would use a 1.
You need a 1 or a 2 gig at most, or the machine just doesn't have the processing power necessary to reading that. And then secondly, your USB, if that's what you're using to transfer your designs from your computer to your machine, should only be used as something to transfer from your machine to your computer. Part of the reason I bring this up is Design Database Transfer is now a free program that's available for you. For my Baby Lock gals and guys, Baby Lock has a program that Brother made for them as well. I forget exactly what Baby Lock calls it, but that will give you the ability to see the designs on your computer. A lot of you had started to use your USB as like the storage area for your designs. And the challenge with that is USBs fail. Sometimes they go bad. Sometimes they need to be reformatted. And basically when they do go bad, if that's where you're storing your designs are lost. There's nothing that we can do about that. There's nothing that you can do. You could try to go to, memory salvage place, but the reality is, like, that's not where you should be storing your designs. And it's funny because nobody likes to hear that, but the 8 or 16 gigs, Jeannie's saying 16 gigs is her sweet spot. Like, I have a 16 gig SanDisk USB that I've used in the store since we bought the store. It's like a SanDisk Cruiser 16 gig USB that, I've used forever to do updates and whatnot. But just keep that in mind, because for whatever reason, I feel like we're seeing more and more problems with that now. And I think part of the challenge right now is you can literally buy like almost half a gig on a USB drive now. And so it's just one of those scenarios where you've got to be just aware that can cause issues with your machines. And I would encourage you to keep your designs and your important information in the cloud. It's simple. Every platform offers a cloud service. I don't know if Apple still calls theirs iCloud. If you use any of the Microsoft stuff, you end up with like a terabyte on OneDrive. If you've got a Samsung device, for a very nominal fee, you end up with a terabyte on Google Drive. And it just makes sense to save the stuff that you don't want to use in the cloud. So if you lose a computer, like Michelle had a scenario earlier this year where her hard drive went bad on a computer and she lost everything. Does it work with Mac computers? I doubt it. It is one of those Mac conundrums. I won't say for sure that database design transfer won't, but generally you are going to find that across the board, most of this sewing software is not Mac compatible. Let's see. One design on a larger USB, does that still apply? It does. Like, if the USB is too big, the machine has to look for that small piece of data in a much larger repository. It's like the stadium conundrum, right? Like, if there's one person in a stadium that holds 100,000 people, it can still be hard to find that one person.
I've never heard that. And I don't think it would be hard if they're just sitting there. What? I've never heard that.
Have you ever tried to find one person in a big stadium?
Well, when I watch movies and they show like the couple in the stadium and it's empty and it's just them, it's not hard. They're just there and there's nobody else.
Jeannie relates to her entire existence through rom-coms.
You know what I'm talking about.
And horror movies. Where should we store our designs?
In the cloud?
I'd say in the cloud. Like,
on a hard drive?
I wouldn't even use a hard drive because you can lose a hard drive. And if you lose a hard drive, it's gone forever.
Well, I'm not saying just the hard drive. I'm saying in the cloud, on a hard drive, and maybe those two spots. Don't you think?
Yeah, Heather's one of those that had the experience of storing her designs on a hard drive. They're under there. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for the one I just did.
So,
Where's
2 gig USBs. Yeah, I mean, unless you're on the older machines, like 8 and 6 gigs are fine. And those are much, much easier to find. But the the big drives that are so common now, like it's funny, like in my like video equipment, like I have like 250 and 500 gig or yeah, 250 or 500 gig memory cards that are like the size of my thumb. Like it's crazy. Let's see. I have an external drive. Yeah, back it up to the cloud. Is there a way to select what you want to download to an external hard drive so that it's not downloading everything on your USB? Absolutely. But that's a better question for the person that understands computers in your lives. Like you just have to select and drag them over or copy them over.
Yeah, and I did that video and I didn't show you how to drag because what I find is when we were in the store and sometimes I would let people practice on my computer, they would start dragging and then they would just drop it. And then it would be like, and then start to drag again. So I usually do show people how to copy and paste, but you can definitely drag as long as you're not like dragging it and then you drop it and you lose it. And then it just got to be really messy. So I do show people cut and paste.
Copy and paste is
Copy and
definitely
paste.
the
Copy and
safest
paste.
way to do it. Windows made it a little bit more challenging because Windows 11, the window that they pull up, and I'm sure it's a setting, and I just haven't changed the setting, but the window that pulls up doesn't always have copy and paste. It has copy as path. God, I am like so allergic to something. Could you hand me a tissue, please?
Yes. Are you okay?
Yeah, my nose has just been super itchy since like Friday.
Okay. So you talked about, and I did a video. So I did a video on how to transfer designs from, for instance, Kimberbell onto your computer, and then a USB to which you could take to your machine. And Michelle is going to have videos for you on transferring them wirelessly, which I need to watch because I got to the point where I downloaded that program. I have a design and I tried to transfer it to my machine, and then I just stopped there. So
it's so easy. I've done it.
I know, and I think that once I do it, I'll never use a USB again. Because, right? What's the point? What?
It's like USBs are so passe.
I love passe. Because passe is what I'm used to. And I love not changing. I just love doing it the old-fashioned way. But I think once I start doing that, and I'm doing it all the time, then
Well, what's funny is the reason that I did it is I had a customer that came in like with their computer and they were like, this doesn't work. And then what she wasn't doing was she wasn't looking in her memory. Like she was expecting it to like appear on the screen, and
it goes into your memory.
It goes into your memory is what it does. It goes into your machine memory.
And then you don't want to bog down your machine and just keep putting stuff in memory. When you're done with it, then you want to go out.
So those problems, like, they seem to be pretty unique to our gals.
What do you mean?
So we've seen issues, and I think a lot of it's related to the updates, like with the larger updates that are done in the memory of the machine. Like we've seen machines that aren't behaving properly that, we go in and clear the memory and then the problems go away. There are probably a couple of people on the live stream that have had that experience. I've had a couple of people call me from other areas and they're like, my shop can't figure this out. And I'm like, have them go into diagnostics and clear the memories. And that takes care of that. But as I've talked to other dealers, what I'm realizing is our ladies are super users. Like they are using IQ and Design Center, and they're using their memories a lot more. I think because we're training you how to do it. And a lot of the problems that, and these aren't problems that we're seeing endemically, but like a lot of the problems that we see here, other shops have never seen. And so I had another dealer at one point that was like, it's because your ladies are super users. Like they're using their machines to their fullest abilities. And we have seen that on the machines. Like when you burden the memory of the machine, just like a computer, the machine doesn't find everything as easily. Like it slows down. There can be other issues.
Yeah, like I was filming yesterday, and then all of a sudden I looked and the filming had shut it off because I had too many videos on my phone. And I don't know how long I was filming, but I just looked at it. I was like, darn. So, yeah.
That's not what she really said.
Yeah, it is. I said, darn.
Were you like, oh, sugar?
Oh, I probably did say, I might have said that. I like swearing. Sometimes it's just like the most appropriate word. And if you know my friend Sage never swears. The only time I've ever heard Sage swear, and it was so weird to hear it come out of her mouth, was she was telling me a story, and in the story, somebody had said this swear word. So she goes, and then she said, and I was like, oh, that was so weird to hear you swear, Sage. Because she does say stuff like sugar, and she'll call a girl that loosey-goosey, or she says fudge a lot. Fudge. I just love that about her. Okay, so this is up on the site, on the promotions page, as well as this. I love these. I mean, they're $3.99 and they're on the sale for $3.50. You save 50 cents. But these are so great. So if you are, and a lot of you do quilt embroidery on your embroidery machines, or if you're doing free motion, this lets you like roll up your quilt on the side, and then you can put these quilt clips on to kind of hold it so it's not all unruly. So I love these. These are just quilt clips. We were using them the other day. Miss Loper was in here and we were using these, and they're just like convenient and nice to like roll up your stuff. So those are two things that we have up there. I did want to talk to you about, number one, I am nervous. Like I think I have maybe just a handful, not even a handful. There's some people that I'm waiting for. You're in California, so I know these are going to get to you fast. But that's a glass dome. So we have sent all of these insured.
And we've sent like 60 of them, 70 of them probably.
Yeah, and somebody reached out to me today because one of hers, she had two. One arrived smashed. So if something happens, reach out. We will take care of it. But these are, they're glass. And
what is our option there?
I don't know. We'll figure it out. But we'll take care of it. So, and this is so if you want to sign up, this is for the Gingerbread Christmas event. Oh, and then you're also going to be doing Patrick's Pasties. This is from SpongeBob. Yeah, Patrick's Pasties. And I want to show you something else that Dana did with this, which is absolutely amazing. And I wanted to show them their snow. So you want to show them this? This is the bonus CD. And Patrick's going to show you what's on the bonus CD right now. Dana stitched this out for us. Patrick,
all the ornaments. I'll be like, look at how cute.
Yeah.
Look at the detail in the window. And look at the snowflake.
Yeah, do it.
Look how cute she's smiling. Look, he's wearing panties. The deer has leaves on him.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so that is the bonus CD for the event. And the bonus CD is your Christmas cookie event bonus CD. And Dana was kind enough, and look how cute she made it, because she did like little, what do you call that, twine? Is that what that is on the back to tie them together? Which, I mean, she always makes everything so adorable. But think about this, like on your mantle. I mean, you could go crazy with this and do it with all over your Christmas tree. And what if you have like, I think we should do this for Patrick. You should stitch these for the kids, right? And then they could decorate.
No,
Our kids are
more owls.
What?
We just need more owls.
Owls. But this?
Our tree is just owls and birds.
It's really cute. Gail Cram started us with one, and we just like fell in love with them.
Like
but
owl crazy.
Would this be so cute for your college, like whoever you have at school, and they could decorate their dorm door or something, like be a little festive? Isn't this cute? And wouldn't that be cute if you put their name on it? You put like Violet, like in her gingerbread house or something, or like Kai could be. Oh my God, you know what this reminds me of? Okay, this reminds me of when my kids were in elementary school, I did, I would go in once a month and do a craft with their class. And so one of the crafts we did was we did gingerbread boys and girls. And they used like fabric markers, and then I had them.
Are you talking about the candy cane?
No, the dragon. This might be inappropriate. I don't think I can even tell this story.
You can tell this story.
Can I tell this story? So he did his gingerbread boy, and
he drew a perfect penis on it.
It was like.
And we were like, what is that? And he's like, it's a dragon
He's
breathing
like,
fire.
It's a fire-breathing dragon. And when I looked at it, I was like, okay, that's a dragon, but that's not what it looked like. And we still have that. We hang it up every Christmas on the Christmas tree. But I was like, oh my God, what did Kai draw in here? I was so horrified because it was the placement of the fire-breathing dragon. But that made it look like it wasn't a fire-breathing dragon. And then when he told us, I was like, Kai, what did you draw? You don't want to put words, and he's like, it's a fire-breathing dragon. And then we felt better about it. It was a fire-breathing dragon. I'll have to bring it in, show you guys. Okay. So if you're doing this event, number one, we still have kits because I always get extra. And if you've been on the fence about doing it, we can still get it to you. So go ahead and get your kit. And then I wanted to tell you, I included this in there because like this snow, like that was a nightmare that I don't want to relive. And so in the class, we're going to be using, I added the snow. So it doesn't have to be this traumatic experience, and you're sewing. I was like, I've never used this glitter stuff, so I'm like, how do I get it to stick and stay? So then I started spraying, and I was like, I want it to be more layered. So then I put a layer, and then I sprayed more onto, and then the snow is going like everywhere, and then it was getting all over the house, which it kind of looks like more authentic, like a Tahoe ski house, right? With snowdrifts. Yeah. So, but I thought instead we would use this. So if you got a kit from us, you're going to get some of the puffy snow that you can kind of pull apart and like lay out. There is, can you see that right there? You probably can't. That is a piece of Shape Flex. Do you see it? There is a piece of Shape Flex in with your snow that is 1 inch by 1.5 inch. And that goes on the back of the mint colored door. Don't lose it. It's in there. It's in there. I'm pointing it out right now so you know it's in there.
Where's the brown fabric is felt?
Yeah, it's just gingerbread felt.
And so that's this too?
Oh yeah, I better order more.
And do we sell that?
Yeah, we sell it and
And then is there a
need
way
more.
to get more beads?
Yeah, you can buy the beads. They're on the website. So order the, although I think I'm out right now. I did order like more than enough, but I'm just waiting for more to come.
So you should make the bingo card digital so that they can just print it out themselves.
No, we're sending it.
Well, but Cindy's saying she didn't.
Oh,
get
Cindy,
one.
I got your note, and you did an order, so I'm going to pop it in there. So I did get your note, so don't worry about that. I will pop it in with your, it's right here to do that. Right in here. Okay. Yeah, and this is the bonus CD. How do you qualify? $100 retail of Kimberbell product that is tangible stuff. It doesn't include designs or background quilting or any of that stuff. It has to be like
Go
tangible stuff.
Were you going to talk about any of this?
Yeah. I feel bad about what I got done this weekend. I just didn't get, we were here a lot
We
at
were
the store.
like working all weekend.
But this week, I think I'm going to be able to stitch more because I have my queue. A lot of you are asking, when are you going to do this? When are you going to do this? You talked about this. And so my queue has all of that stuff on there. I just didn't have time this weekend. What I did do is I'm almost done. This is sending holiday wishes. So if you're doing Quilty Christmas with me, this was the first quilt, week 1. Oh my, is that so cute? It's really cute. It's really, really cute. So this was the first one. I wanted to have this bound and ready to go, but guess what? I needed some DMC floss, and I didn't have any at home. I gave it all to Violet because she makes her little friendship bracelets with them. So, because I'm going to sew on my buttons with that. So I have some at the store. This is sending holiday wishes. Sending holiday wishes. And I do have to put a couple embellishments on. Like, they're in my pocket. So we're going to have a bow. The bow's going to, look how cute that. This is like the hardest part is like tying a bow, like just in the air. This will go on here. And then I have some buttons to put on. So, and then my binding. So I didn't do my binding because I need to get my hand in here. You need, before you put your binding on, sew on your embellishments. Like I need to get in here, right? So I can do that. So, this is sending holiday wishes, and it's so sweet. And I also started stitching out the next one too. So I will have that for you because I'm going to take this home and I'll finish it tonight. So I'll have that for you to show you tomorrow. And this week's, this week we're going to do the solo. Let me look at what day. Probably not on Friday because Michelle has her Luminaire class. And not that we can't do it on Friday, right? Because I'm going to be live feeding and she's going to be on Zoom. I have a little bit of juice left. So, ooh. I might have to do it Friday. So, yeah, I can't do it. I could do Wednesday, tomorrow. Or should I do it? Okay, Artspire is happening in just a little bit. Tomorrow is the vinyl boo bag. And if you want to buy that class as a pre-recorded, Michelle pre-recorded that as well. So you can buy that class. It should be online. Just look up boo bags. B-O-O bags. And then, what do you think? I'm going to do, it's going to conflict some of you if you are in the class with Michelle.
I mean, you're live streaming though, right?
Yeah.
So this is a Zoom. You're on live stream.
Yeah,
So there is no conflict.
I just don't like, if they're in there, they're not going to make the live feed. But I think that's
they can
the
always
only...
watch whenever. Like it's a free.
Yes, you can watch
stream.
it whenever. So I'll be up on Friday morning, and I'll start that probably around 10 o'clock. No, after our live feed, I'll go ahead and start that. So Quilty Christmas, week 3 of embroidery, it will happen on Friday. So I'll go ahead and do that. And I will send you a note if you're in the Quilty Christmas group. If you want to be, just send me a note and I'll add you. But we're going to do our next one. I already stitched out the Christmas tree and I already did the filler blocks. Yeah. See? I wasn't a total deadbeat this weekend.
She worked a lot.
But I still wanted to get done. You know what's killing me? I'm going to start stitching out Everett's Cottage, and I wanted to do my...
She wanted it on her 10 needle.
Well, I'm going to do it on my 10 needle, but it's been sitting. I haven't been using it. So I want to do a little maintenance and show you how I oil my needle bars and change out my needles and do all that stuff. Because some of you have never done it. You've never been shown how to do it. I have 2 other videos where I've done it, but I'm going to go ahead and do it again because I'm doing it for me.
So what about a shout out to Unique Furniture?
Ah! Unique, how do I love thee? Let me count the ways.
She's totally reset up her sewing room.
I loved my koala cabinet. Like, it was such a beautiful piece of furniture, but it was big. And I didn't have a lot of options where I could put it in my room.
It kind of went in one way.
Yeah, my Unique furniture is modular. So I moved my 10 needle just across the room. I set up my Martelli cutting mat, put it back in that space. And then I have 24-inch rolling cabinets, and I turned those and repositioned with my PQ 1500 and then a new ironing station. And I just love that I can just move and reconfigure. It's just like, it just gives you so many options, and the furniture is beautiful, and I absolutely love it. And like I said, I loved my koala cabinet as well, just because it was such a beautiful piece of furniture. But I just love the options that I have with my Unique furniture and just moving it all over the place.
Every time I walk into her room, she's like, "Do you love it? Do you love it?
Well,
do you love it?"
I also got a new carpet. And it's made it so much like homier and more comfy, and that's made a huge difference. So yeah, I was in my sewing room yesterday, and I was like, he was doing his manly duties, his laundry duties, and as he was walking to his laundry room and out again, I was like, I was filming, and I was like, I was just like mouthing it because it's just, it's where I spend so much time, and just to have the furniture that's made for sewing and that makes my life easier, and my ironing station set up, and just being able to move it when I need to, it makes a huge difference.
Well, no, but like you totally reset up your room in what, 25 minutes, 30 minutes?
Cheryl, we have those for you. We had to recut more, so I haven't forgotten you. I have those. Michelle will have those for you today.
And the cookie mug rug, where do they get the design?
Did you not get an email? Who's asking that? Who's that?
Debbie Brown.
I sent an email to you guys. Okay, we're going to talk about this because I end up spending a lot of time responding to people every month, and it's okay because you just don't know where the designs come from and when they come out. The cookie mug rug design is an October digital dealer design, which means it's not released until October 1st. November's design is the Joy stocking design. Guess when it's released? November 1st. December's
and you get
design,
them directly from Kimberbell. You buy them from us. We let Kimberbell know. Kimberbell puts them in your downloads at kimberbell.com.
Yes. So guess when December's design will be available? December 1st. So for the older designs, like if you buy a January design, a March design, a May design, something that's already out, as soon as I see your purchase, I'll go ahead and load that to your account.
And you'll get a fulfillment notice when we do that.
Yeah, so I'm not holding back on you and not giving you your October designs, your October mug rug design. I can't even go on and purchase those for you. Sometimes they let me do it the night before. Sometimes I can't even do it until that day. So, but you'll get it usually that day. There were like some issues in the beginning, but I think they have it down now, and you should get that design on October 1st. So digital dealer designs, future ones, you'll get those the first of the month for which that design is for if it's an October design, October 1st. November design, November 1st. December design, December 1st. And that's when you'll get. I know, because you get your kits. You're like, I have my kit. I'm ready to go. I know. We're trying to get the kits ready for you so you can order them. We can combine. You can throw them in with other things. But you won't get that design until the 1st of that month. Okay. How's that? And some of you are new. And I know I'll keep getting that question, but hopefully that makes sense.
So, okay. So, and like having seen like a little bit of what Unique is talking about for the Avenir, like if you have an existing 48-inch cabinet or 72-inch cabinet, we'll just be getting a new top for you. There will be some new options, but they are able to keep the same profiles. So what's new is that there isn't like a brand new piece of furniture. We're going to be able to modify the furniture that we have. And we will do a sewing room video with Unique Furniture that first week of October that we're off.
Patrick needs to give me more room.
No.
I need the laundry room.
No.
Just take the laundry and put it in the garage.
That's the only
that
room
way-
I got in this house.
That way you can enjoy your
While I'm doing
bike
laundry,
stuff and do laundry.
the door will open and a box will come flying in.
Laundry, and then you can do both. It'll be more efficient for you.
Okay, so what was the word on the giveaway?
Okay, Alice is ready. So, it was like I read a lot of the comments. A lot of you don't know anything about Martelli. So the product you see me use all the time is going to be the Martelli Mat. Can you go grab one
mat.
up front? The rotating mat. I really think it's the best mat out there. I love that it's 2 pieces that you can replace the top. I got to tell you, I'm loving. There's nothing right there? Oh, we sold it. There's more coming. But you've seen me use my Martelli mat. It's the round mat on the base. I love the Sue Daily mat as well. I mean, I'm newer to that one, but I have a little one that I've been using. I'm waiting to see how durable the top is because my Martelli mat I've had for years. And like, once it does wear out, then you can just replace the top. The Sue Daily one, they are stuck together, but the great thing about the Sue Daily one is the price of the Sue Daily one, which is the pink one, is the same as just the top. You have to buy 2 pieces for the Martelli base and then the cutting top or the ironing top. The Sue Daily one is together.
I'm a long-term investment guy. Like,
Cry once.
cry once, get the Martelli, because when you wear out the Sue Daily's worn out. There's
No.
You can put a different top on.
Yeah,
it.
you could just put a different. Ooh, my top is
Right,
coming
but
off.
if you're gonna do that, why wouldn't you just buy the top and the base?
I don't, because it's like, I mean, maybe you're not ready to dish out $120 for the Martelli. The Sue Daily one's like $57.
No, that's true.
Right? So, and it turns perfectly. It doesn't have
it's
dead
nice.
spots.
It's nice.
It's super nice. And then if that top does wear out, you can just buy a Martelli top and just start using it on there. So, you've got options. So, you've seen me use that. There's the cutting table. Maybe I'll start filming using the cutting table. I'm going to film using the cutting table to trace out my pattern for the Picasso pants. I haven't forgotten that. I'm going to do mine in thin corduroy or some kind of denim because it's that time of year. These are Martelli, and we're going to give away a pair of these today. And they are like the best pinking shears I've ever used. And I have like, I don't know about you guys, but I have like 2 or 3 pairs of pinking shears that, you know, it hurts your hand so bad that like for me, I would put like a piece of fabric over this part of my hand and then cut with them. These are fantastic. They are, I don't know if they're sharper and like, you know, they're pinking shears. They're going to be, for me, I'm going through layers of fabric when I was using them. But we're going to give away a pair of these. These are normally $60. And they're amazing. A lot of you did buy them when we brought them into the store. And then that'll be gift number 1. Gift number 2 is going to be one of these fantastic cleaning brushes that make you feel so gorgeous when you're cleaning your machine. You could even, I think you could even just do apply a little blush with it. Is this a makeup brush?
All right, so here we go.
Okay, so you do have to answer the question, which was about Martelli, and you do have to, I think Anna has said she's never won anything.
Really?
I think Anna has said that. I think Anna might have the pinking shares. I don't know. But Anna, you have just won the pinking shares. And Anna, congratulations. Anna said I think Anna said she's never won. I'm so happy to see her. I'm always happy to see everyone's name. Now we're giving away the little cleaning brush, which I did open just to show. Patricia Bennett, congratulations. Would love to have the rotator cutter large pressing mat.
And she has the pinking shears.
So that's perfect. So we can throw this in with like your next little, whatever your purchase is. These are for you, Miss Patricia Bennett. You'll feel like a queen cleaning your machine. Yay! I love that. Okay.
Do you want to write it somewhere?
Do we have a Sharpie over here?
Here.
Congratulations! Yeah, because people do say, they're like, I'll never win. You won. Yay. Okay, did we have anything else to talk about? Because I was talking about the calendar.
Somebody, like maybe Faye had said something about Friday's class.
I already sent you the supply list. So I sent it to you, Miss Chrissa, and to Miss Faye. And regarding the calendar, our Spira's today, the Boo Bag is tomorrow. And don't forget, this is our first session of quilting tips and tricks with Miss Gail Cram and Miss Michelle Burrick. So they're going to be talking to you, and it's more like just a lecture demo. And they're going to be talking to you about...
it's Quilt Talk.
Yeah, it's like Quilt Talk.
Welcome to Quilt Talk.
I don't know. That's not how they would say it.
Are they going to be our click and clack?
Yes, click and clack. And they're going to be talking about borders. And then I'm bringing in mine because mine is what not to do. Although I think my borders actually look pretty good. I was looking around. I'm pretty anal. But I'm going to bring in one of mine so we can talk about what not to do. I have some that are bordered because that binding... it just stops me in my tracks sometimes, and then it doesn't get done. It's going to be a live feed. So after we're done here, then those gals will get on. And this is to give you a quilting coach. So if you have questions about that, if you have wavy borders and you're like, what do I do? Why does this happen? They're going to be discussing it with you. And then I don't know if there's demo with this one or not. It's our first one. It's free. You just need to be here and join in, and then it'll get posted onto our YouTube later on for you to watch.
It's a live stream, right? So
yeah.
It's gonna be live, and then as soon as we're done, it's still live.
Yeah, Rolo.
Quilt Talk is happening on September 26th from 10 to 11 Pacific.
And it might be half an hour. It might be 45 minutes. This is loosey-goosey. We're just doing this for the first time. And it's something that we plan on doing each month.
So we have gotten some emails just kind of trying to figure out, like, people are like, I never got my brother's stuff. Like, if you haven't heard from us, we're still making our way through. We're through a lot of it. But there is some stuff that we haven't received yet. And then like anybody who did the 5x7 or the 7x12, like as Jeannie kind of pushed everything out, that stuff is still probably a week or 2 weeks out. So if you haven't heard from us, we haven't forgotten about you.
If you're waiting for software, they weren't even shipping that. That wasn't even available. I think maybe for another week. They said that they were. I had asked our rep silver maybe a week ago, and he said they would be shipping those in like 2 weeks. So if you haven't gotten software or confirmation on the software, that's because they haven't shipped it out yet. Miss Rolo, as always, with all the classes that we do, when you sign up for a class, you'll get the recording of the class. So I think I sent you a link, so you just need to go on and sign up for the class, and then we'll send it to you. Was there anything else?
I don't think so.
All right. Let's get started for the day. Have a great day. Be creative. Make something awesome. Congratulations to our winner.